Tonight's headlines: Duterte taps Gloria Macapagal Arroyo as Clark advisor. COVID-19 cap 10 billion pesos. Agricultural damage due to Ulysses now at 4.7 billion pesos. Coronavirus cases in the country at 424,297. Metro mayors want GCQ during holidays. LPA to bring rain showers over Aurora, Quirino, and Isabela. Philippine shares down on continued profit-taking. And Peso appreciates for fifth straight trading day. Good evening. Today is Thursday, November 26, 2020. I am Elmer Navarro Manuel, and this is Tribune News on Cue. Here are the stories for this evening. Malacanang announced on Thursday that President Rodrigo Duterte has appointed former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo as his advisor for Clark in Pampanga, as the government hopes to turn the area into the next premier metropolis. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque said that Duterte tapped Arroyo, who had also served as House Speaker until June 2019, as presidential advisor on Clark flagship programs and projects with compensation rate of 1 peso per annum. He added that the former president's wisdom and vast experience as former head of government will be valuable, since she will assist the administration in the planning and execution of programs and to turn Clark as the next premier metropolis of Asia. The Clark, Freeport, and Special Economic Zone is located in Pampanga, Arroyo's home province. Here, Arroyo thanked the sphere in which the freedom to her successor and filed against her. The social program, or known as a 10 allocation 0.5 trillion national budget for 2021. And share under budget of the Department of Affairs and Development next year. The SAP was first introduced under the Bayanihan to Heal Us One of 200 billion pesos. Pesos. Repercussions of COVID-19 lockdowns earlier this year. Billion pesos was allocated through the Department of Social Development under the second of September. Aside from the 10 billion peso SAP, the Senate version of the General Appropriations Bill also earmarked 102.7 billion pesos for the Filipino program, 77 billion pesos for the WD's assistance to individuals in crisis, 3 billion pesos for pension, social. The National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council on Thursday disclosed that the damage to agriculture brought by Typhoon Ulysses to 4.7. According to spokesman Peter Paul Galvez, most agricultural damage was from regions 2 and 3. Earlier, NDRRMC Executive Director Ricardo Halad said the infrastructure. Galvez said a total of 25,000 are still being served inside 467 evacuations worldwide. Galvez said the Philippines has received international donations from the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, the America, Australia, and the Arab Emirates. On Q will be back after these reminders.
Fiber is the free and secure way to connect with friends and family, anywhere. send messages, and make phone and video calls for free. Download Viber now.
Magsha-shopping na lang ako!
Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Hello, can you get the following? One pink chair, bed sheets, na pink yung sofa, tapos slides, size 8, pajamas na blue. Oh, don't forget like...
Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Wait lang, okay ba yan?
Anything at the SM store, ma'am.
Call to deliver. Call.
Kuya, pwede rin ba ako magpa-deliver sa ate ko sa Taguig, tapos sa friend ko sa Davao, tsaka sa... cancel ko sa Lipa. Okay ba yan?
Kahit saan po, pwede kami
Call
mag-deliver.
to deliver. Call. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver. Call. Hashtag 143SM. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Call na rin kayo.
Call to deliver.
This is a very important story. The important story.
Pictures and stories.
Today, we feel the weight of history on our shoulders. The way we have been moving leads nowhere. We need to change course.
Since the United Nations was founded, the human race has never had to face a set of challenges like we do right now. But together, we can overcome them.
The Department of Health reported 1,392 confirmed coronavirus disease cases on Thursday to bring the total number of infections in the country to 424,297, even as 9 laboratories failed to submit reports on time. The areas with the highest number of newly reported cases were Caloocan City with 77, Cavite with 73, Laguna with 73, Davao City with 62, and Quezon Province with 60. The number of recoveries, on the other hand, rose to 387,266 after 328 more patients recovered from the deadly disease. The death toll now stands at 8,242 with 27 new fatalities recorded. There are also 28,789 active cases undergoing treatment or quarantine, 84% of which are mild, 8.3% are asymptomatic, 2.6% are severe, and 4.9% are in critical condition. Vaccine SAR Secretary Cardito Galvez Jr. earlier said the areas with over 3,000 active cases of COVID-19 will be prioritized in vaccine distribution. Mayors of Metro Manila want the COVID-19 lockdown over the region's 12 million people to remain enforced through the holidays, an official leading the country's pandemic response said Saturday. According to National Task Force Against COVID-19 Chief Implementer Secretary Cardito Galvez Jr., local chief executives are very cautious about downgrading the region's current general community quarantine status, the third strictest of 4 lockdown levels. President Rodrigo Duterte on November 30 will address the public and announce quarantine classifications for December, according to his spokesman, Harry Roque, in the press briefing. Metro Manila, which accounts for about a third of the country's gross domestic product, has been under GCQ since August, with stricter lockdowns enforced in earlier months as COVID-19 infections rose. Only select businesses are allowed to operate at full capacity in GCQ areas. The World Health Organization said Monday that avoiding family gatherings would be the safest bet over Christmas, insisting there is no zero-risk option for traditional holiday merrymaking during the coronavirus pandemic. State Weather Bureau Pagasa on Thursday said that a low-pressure area is expected to bring cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms over Aurora, Quirino, and Isabela. In its 24-hour forecast, the weather agency warned affected residents of possible flash floods or landslides during moderate to at times heavy rains. The LPA was estimated at 265 kilometers east of Infanta, Quezon at 3 p.m. Meanwhile, cloudy skies with light rains may prevail over Kalinga, Apayao, Mountain Province, Ifugao, and the rest of Cagayan Valley due to the northeast monsoon. The northeast monsoon may also bring partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated light rains over Metro Manila and the rest of Luzon. Easterlies or warm winds from the Pacific Ocean, meanwhile, are expected to bring partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms over the Bicol region, Mimaropa, Visayas, and Mindanao. Sunrise is at 6:03 a.m. and sunset will be at 5:24 p.m. We'll pause for a short break. Stay with us.
Bilang bagong mag-asawa, sabay kami natututo sa buhay.
Sabay rin namin inaaral ng mga bayarin sa bahay.
Kahit kami, nagtaka sa biglang laki ng electricity bill namin. Huwag pong mangambang maputulan. Sinisigurado ng Meralco na walang disconnection hanggang September.
Estimated bills lang ang natanggap natin ng March, April at para sa ilan, May. Dahil sa lockdown, isang tabi to para hindi na maguluhan.
Ang May o June ay actual meter reading na. Kung May nagka-actual reading, ibabawas dito ang huling reading bago mag-ECQ. Yan lang po ang ating babayaran hanggang 3 buwang konsumo.
Kung estimated reading sa May at June nagka-actual reading, ibabawas din dito ang huling reading bago mag-ECQ. Yan lang po ang ating babayaran. Hanggang 4 na buwang konsumo, walang labis. Tandaan, kung ano lang na konsumo,
Yun lang ang babayaran.
ako po si Mateo G.
At ako naman po si Sarah G.
G?
G!
In business, Philippine shares extended its losing streak for the third straight session on Thursday as market players continued to cash in on gains from the previous sessions. The benchmark PSEI shed 73.76 points or 1.05% to 6,927.75 at the closing bell. The broader all shares lost 46.19 points or 1.10% to 4,138.09. AAA Equities Head of Research Chris Mangun said that the PSEI marked 3 days of consecutive losses on persistent profit-taking. He added that there may be some concerns on whether quarantine restrictions will be lifted by the end of November, but they remain confident that the government will ease restrictions and allow more mobility as new coronavirus cases continue to decline. More than 3.28 billion shares valued at 15.5 billion pesos change hands. Decliners led advancers 148 to 69 and 46 issues were unchanged. And the Philippine peso continued to appreciate against the greenback on Thursday to extend its winning streak for the 5th straight session. The local currency gained 1.5 centavos to close at 48 pesos and 115 centavos to a dollar versus Wednesday's finish of 48 pesos and 13 centavos to a dollar. ING Bank Manila senior economist Nicolas Mapa attributed Thursday's appreciation to the improvements in trade data, indicating a better economic picture. He added that the peso is also benefiting from a relatively smaller trade deficit as imports implode significantly, which is a reflection of an economy in recession and slowing considerably. Latest data available from the Philippine Statistics Authority shows that imports fell 16.5% year-on-year to $7.924 billion in September, while exports rose 2.2% to $6.216.33 billion, bringing the trade gap to $1.707 billion. That wraps up the stories tonight. Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the digital edition and press reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store or Google Play to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Katribu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Farcito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just visit the sticker store on Viber and search for Katribu. And before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store for my shirts and jacket this evening. Again, this is Elmer Navarro Manuel, and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night, and God bless us all.
City, home to the country's first indoor shopping mall, the world's original Thrilla, and the first ever Bini Bini pageant. Now a place for your first win, your first catch, your first home, your first big break, your first date, and even your first love. Araneta City, the city of firsts.
Ang Philippine Offshore Gaming Operators o POGO ay isang legitimate business entity na nagbibigay serbisyo sa offshore gaming para lamang sa mga manlalarong nasa abroad sa pamamagitan ng internet. Ang mga serbisyong handog nito ay katulad ng casino games at sports betting na pwedeng laruin kahit wala sa casino. Sa Pilipinas, walang POGO operators. Tanging POGO service providers lamang dahil nagaganap ang mga laro sa labas ng bansa.
Good morning, sir. How may I help you?
Bakit kailangan ko pang pumunta sa bangko?
Oo nga naman, sir. Ba't kailangan pang pumunta sa bangko?
Why not get a UB app so you can do all these without going to the bank? Bank the way you live. Union Bank.
Click, click,
That's it, never thought self-service can be this slick. Modify plans in a snap, walang hirap, it's a wrap. Just tap the app, now you can check, view, subscribe, renew, help and support for you. Out with the Ring apps are the in thing, you know what to do. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Self-service and easy to use, mas okay tayo dyan. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Instant response, no hold time pa, wala nang hintayan. Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan. Download the Globe One and Globe at Home apps from Google Play Store and Apple App Store now. Download Globe at Home